It's time for a struggle challenge. Let's see what you've got for me today. I'm hosting Friends for Brunch, but I've not been able to find a good or even half-decent bagel shop within miles of me. Sigh. Are bagels hard to make at home, or is my only option to drive an hour to buy them? I feel ya. Luckily, it's easy to make bagels at home. Let me show you how. Let's see what's in the fridge. Boom. All right, so we've got some eggs, we've got some yeast, and we've got flour and salt. So a bagel is just a yeasted bread. The true difference in bagels and other breads is that it's boiled first. And as it boils, it's gonna create this really nice soft outside, but it's also gonna start rising it and puffing it. Let's head over to the pantry. We need some sweetener, some brown sugar here, and I'm seeing granulated sugar. Molasses! Let's make some bagels. One of the things that makes a bagel is its extreme chewiness. So if you can make these with bread flour, they'll be chewier. We're gonna put some sugar right into the dough. We need some salt. We got some instant yeast. It's one of the best yeasts to use because it doesn't need to be proofed. Now we've got all our dry ingredients here. A really important step, in my opinion, is to mix these up now. That's looking awesome. Coming in with an egg. We're gonna add some water. All right, let's beat the egg. So we'll take our liquid, we'll add it to our dry, and I'm just gonna mix this around. Okay, now we get to knead it by hand. So I'm just gonna start by folding it. It's always easier to start with a wetter dough and make it drier. I don't have a scale. So I'm gonna literally just try to cut this eyeball the best I can many times. So there's a half, there's 4. Here's our 8 bagels. And now what we wanna do is form them into balls. You should be able to kind of go in a circle like this and get a nice surface tensioned ball. So there we've got 8 pretty equal sized balls. Now we can form our bagels. Take one of our balls and we're gonna pierce it so that we get our little bagel hole. And then what we're gonna do, just start stretching out that earlobe. And what we wanna do is make these bagel holes way bigger than we think. They're gonna rise, they're gonna get fatter. Our bagels are formed. We gotta cover this. I'm gonna let these hang out in my fridge until I'm ready to make my bagels. They're not gonna rise that much. They're gonna look very similar. But after we cook, you'll see the beautiful bagels. You can see that the bagels have risen, but they've held their shape pretty well. Now we gotta cook them. It's not just boiling in water though, we've gotta sweeten that water. That's one of the things that makes a bagel a bagel. Most affordable way to go is with molasses, but you could also use maple syrup, you could use honey. So I'm gonna throw in some molasses, and we're looking for like a golden amber color. The only thing that matters with timing right now is that we hit the bagels with whatever seasonings we're gonna hit them with right when they come out of the water. When they're wet, poppy, sesame, everything. Perfect. These are the presentation side. So that's the side we want to boil first. Here we go. Wow. So we're gonna boil these for about 20 seconds on each side. You can already see how it's getting that sort of like airy bubbliness happening. So bagel number 1, see what happens in the water? The color's darker. Bagel 1 and bagel 2. So 2 boiled bagels. Let's make them everythings. And obviously you can use any combination of spices that you've got. Boiling the bagels does a couple things. 1, it creates a wet surface that we can stick our spices onto. It like solidifies the outside of the bagel so that when we bake it, it doesn't continue to rise. And the third thing it does is it adds sweetness on the surface, which gives us a nice brown color when we bake it. I'm gonna make more everything bagels because they're the best ones. So now we just stick this in the oven. Everything's gonna start to smell fantastic. Don't make me cry at brunch. Not today. Not today. So we've got a nice basic array of bagel toppings, and this is gonna make brunch extra special. Admittedly, our bagels are looking a little bit struggly, but I don't really even care that they look all different because I still know that they're gonna be delicious, and they were freshly baked. You can see it's nice and toasty on the bottom. And let's just lay these out. These didn't quite rise the way I was hoping for, but you know what? They smell fantastic. They've got all these seasonings, and I know my guests are gonna appreciate them anyway. And if I walked into someone's house, I'd say 8.5 on looks. Let's make a bagel. It's warm, it smells great. It's the moment of truth. Let's see what happens. So it has the essence of bagel, it has the concept of bagel, but it's not quite a bagel yet. I think in my boiling process, I probably had too many bagels smushed in there, and that created some odd shapes and weird stretching. But it does taste like a bagel. It is chewy like a bagel. So with all these factors in mind, and toppings aside, I would say the bagel flavor is an 8. Out of 20, 82.5, which is a B-. So back to the struggle challenge. Yes, it's possible to make bagels at home. It doesn't require a whole lot of steps. And no matter what happens, your guests will be impressed. But I'll tell you this, the more you practice, the better you'll be. Thank you for this challenge.